First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006, we welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And that one will not be returned over the back line of the end zone, so the offense will get the ball at a decent spot, the 30-yard line. Fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Room to run right away. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he is gone. 70 yards. Touchdown, New England. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season.
Makes the score 8-7. Saints nothing.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Baker to begin with a pass. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kamari Lassiter.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week. Come out early. Get some completions. Settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
The game is 7. Brings up second and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's got another one. Touchdown, New England. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They go play action with Mayfield. He'll find his big target, Pat Fryermuth. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On play action, Mayfield. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And the Patriots are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll begin here on the ground. Down the sideline, past the 45. That changes a lot. He's out of bounds all the way down at the 20-yard line. It's a big hit for the Patriots. 55 yards on the game. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll try to get this one on the ground.
Now we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Moody's kick is good. And the Patriots stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. That one good for 26 yards.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
2nd down and 3. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. And he's in. At Freiermuth. Touchdown, New Orleans. So Mayfield leads the group to the line. They'll go for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll drop to throw. He'll swing that out wide. And he will bring it in for the 2-point conversion. Running into that lead from 11, now down to 9. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. Now on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen, like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves.
And he's in. Touchdown, Saints. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. So Mayfield leads the group to the line. They'll go for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Allen in motion. That's out quickly and complete. And he will get in for the 2. kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. We are through 1. The Patriots out on top. More from New Orleans after this. They face 2nd down and 7. He'll look to throw. Oh. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. The rookie from Auburn looking good on that one. He gets his team a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now, faking the give. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So often sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike, if they don't get it on.
Now a loose football. The Saints have got it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On second down, Baker. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. He gains nothing.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
A throw on the move is caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. A huge play just before the half. 45 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Saints going to use their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Two yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just.
And he'll take it on in. Fire move. Touchdown, New Orleans. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. The PAT, up and good. Saints will open up a 6-point lead. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll air this one out for Watkins. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for start on the ground with Jacobs. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. They go play action with Mayfield. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. That is a big gainer for the Saints. 41 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On play action, Mayfield. They'll be forced to just throw that one away.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
A 2nd down throw from Mayfield. That's to the big tight end, Freiermuth. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. Here's Jacobs. He is in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Saints. So Mayfield leads the group to the line. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Thrown left side, the catch is made. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Here's 1st and 10. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. That's caught. And he will score. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Patriots. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
That complete to Jacobs. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And this offensive line, creating running space, he'll get 6 and get inside the 10-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he will score. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, New Orleans. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Right away, they'll set up to throw.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. He'll air this one out for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to try it here again. That is hard. And he will go all the way. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, New England. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. On is Moody to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Pats will cut the deficit to 7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. On 1st down is Mayfield. That's caught. Right side, it's Freiermuth.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the 2nd half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the 2nd half and close this game out?
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Now, faking the give. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. For his time, they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple-possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he's into the end zone yet again. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown Saints. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game. And number 12 on the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roger McCreary. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again. We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Inside the 10, it is caught. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he will wisely just get rid of this one. And set up 2nd and goal.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He's got his big tight end. That fire move. Touchdown, New Orleans. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Extra point attempt still to come. The kick is good. And the Saints will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Throwing now from the gun. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. They send him right out of the slot. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Ennis Rakestraw.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They go play action with Mayfield. The ball comes out. One of the Patriots has it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And they'll take it in for the touchdown. Greg, they were looking for that big momentum moment, and the defense delivers with the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself trailing, especially here in the second half, you're just looking for any spark, and you don't know where it's going to come from. In this case, it comes from the defense not only being able to force that turnover, take it back for 6, and start chipping away at this second half deficit.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
First and 10. They'll run it to the right here with Jacobs. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again here. Second and 10. They'll drop to throw. Now pass deep for McLaurin. And this will be incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And third down coming up.
And on a game where it seems like this quarterback hasn't really done much wrong, that's really his most critical missed throw so far. He's had himself a really good game up until this point, but I think that's one when he goes back and watches the tape, he knows he should have had it.
On play action, Mayfield. And this ball incomplete on third down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. They'll go. Mayfield. That's incomplete. Daring Hall on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. First down throw there is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
On second and 10, they'll try to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Slot receiver headed right. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll look to throw. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And he's going to pick up a Patriots first down. The defense nowhere to be found. A 4th down gain of 20. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it'll be 3rd down. And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. The ball's out. The Saints have got it. Past the 40. Inside the 20. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Terrific play for the defense to come up with the score that, Greg, extends their lead and really hurts the offense's momentum.
Mike, it's hard enough in this league when you find yourself trailing in the second half to be able to battle yourself back and try to end up winning this game. But when you have turnovers like that, that not only then extend the lead, it just makes that even a taller task.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. Now on the return, he has lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 39 yards. Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll throw it left and has his running back. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, New England. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. He'll drop to throw. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. He's going to look for the home run ball. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end.